Hello to all the past, the present, and the future queens. Welcome to Queen Series Chapter 4. I'm Dr. O, just keeping it real. I'm the Mother's Day edition of the Queen Series Chapter 3. I want to encourage all of you queens. Listen, you're fearfully, wonderfully, and marvelously made, and keep on shining. And to my spiritual son, Jocko, guess what? Keep the spotlight on the queens. You all be blessed.
Today, man. As you know, it's Kyle Jacko checking in from the H.E.R. Man, I'll be having a beautiful, amazing day. But you already know, when you see this loud pink shirt, it's time for the Queen. So before we get to start, I want to say thank you to all the queens from chapter 3. Y'all done a very amazing job. Y'all made this right here even better because it started with y'all first. So y'all paved the way for Queen Series chapter 4. Now, with that out of the way, I want to say everybody you about to say on this Queen Series chapter 4. There's some people that I met on Clubhouse, I met on Instagram and on Facebook. And I know what they're doing in their community right now. They're not doing it for the likes and the follows and for the clout. They're doing it because they love helping out the kings and the queens. This go around right here is just about the queens. So this queen about to bring y'all, man. I got on the IG live one day. We had so much fun. She brings the energy, she brings the fire. She's from New York, so all my New York people, y'all get ready. Y'all just get ready for it. But she's a very amazing person. So, right, that being said, JF Self Care, come on and talk to the people.
Hello, everyone. Welcome. Thank you, Kyle, for including me in your Queen series. I know that you see my passion and you know that I am all about people growing and evolving. So I have to donate and give you flowers right now. So here go your flowers. I hope you humbly take them because you deserve them and you out here doing the work. And you're doing the work not for likes and followers. You're doing the work because you want to help others do the work. So you must get your flowers while you're here on earth. So thank you. My name is Janell, and I am the founder of JS Self Care. What my goal is for everyone is one of my very own goals, and that's for everyone to take care of themselves, and that's to get rid of the glitz and glam surrounding self care. It's not all about getting your hair and nails done because that's self maintenance. It's not all about getting massages or sitting at the fireplace at Panera Bread. That's self soothing. Self care is doing the internal work so that you could show up for yourself, whether you have on makeup, whether your hair is done, whether you went and got a massage, that you could show up for yourself with a smile. So thank you, Kyle, and thank you for having me.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. And just let y'all know, when we done our live, she asked me the same questions and she had to break it down to me too, because I was like, you know what? When I go to the gym, I go in the massage chair, I go get my nails done. No, 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 not these. I'm talking my feet. I go get a pedicure and everything. She was like, no, you need to understand what this means. So she broke it down to me. So just if you're watching this video, trust me, I had to go through the whole thing. So I had to ask myself that question also. And with that being said, Queen, I have one more question for you. I got a couple of questions for you. But this question is, what is your definition of a strong queen?
My definition of a strong queen is waking up resilient, waking up to the person that you are. So when you ask the question, who am I? I'm a beautiful queen. I'm amazing. I'm great. Sometimes I have bad days. Sometimes I have good days. That's showing up as a queen. Sometimes my crown is tilted. So I need one of my sisters and brothers to fix my crown because I cannot live in this world alone. So I'm not a strong believer of I could do it all by myself. I could do it with like-minded people. I could create tables with like-minded people. I could sit at tables with like-minded people. That's what queens do. We realize that we don't have all the answers. We are queens. We need to start looking to our kings, our sisters, our brothers, and say, hey, this is what I need to keep my crown situated, to keep my crown in the middle of my head, because that is what a queen does. We walk, we talk, we do the work for self, and that's what makes us queens. So that's my definition of a real queen.
See, I told you I knew some amazing queens, and that's why every time she speaks, I love hearing her talk because she just come with the fire. You know, she loves God. You know it with her. If you get around her, she gonna be drinking her coffee, but she gonna tell you exactly what it is. So, like I say, that is one of the queens It's on this Queen series. Remember, if you like what she's saying right now, go in the description below at the bottom of the video. All her links is right there. Guess what? This year, we done it in hyperlink. So you don't got to worry about it. All thing you got to do is click it and go straight to everything she's doing. Okay, Queen. Now, your friends and family might be a little bit mad at this question because when I came up with this question, I know in your tribe, it's a lot of you on your tribe, but I want you to pick one queen or two queens that had a strong impact on your life. I want you to tell us what their name is and where they're from.
The two queens that had a strong impact on my life, I must say, are my two cousins, Alana and Ebony. They live in the Bronx and Harlem. Well, I'm sorry. We grew up in the Bronx. They now live in Harlem. So they impacted my life because when I said that I was going to start this self-care journey, did they say, why you want to do that for? Absolutely. Did they tune in? Absolutely. And I did my first video, not as a business, to help my brothers and sisters who I knew. It wasn't so much, and I got to be honest, Kyle, it wasn't so much to meet strangers. It was to help the community I grew up in. So I have about maybe 300, like 600 friends, 300 to 600 friends and family that I know. And I started going live there. And since then, they've supported me. I've sent some of my write-ins to them. I asked them to edit, my misspelled words. Like I said, I'm human. And sometimes I get the typing and be like, oh, did I do that? They are there and they have my back. And every single event that I have done with self-care, those two ladies have done it. One, which in particular is Alana, she had to work a double just to be at my events. They fix my hair, they fix my crown. As many times in this business, if you're an entrepreneur, you're going to feel what I'm about to say. How many times I say, oh, I quit. This is too much. This is too much. This is a lot of work, because a lot of people only see like the self-care background. They don't see the other work that I put into the business. And that's the hard work. That's the sleepless nights. Last night, I didn't go to bed till 3 o'clock in the morning doing the scene, the back work where nobody sees. So they just see me showing up, but I'm in people inboxes. I'm emailing them, trying to get my business at different venues, at different spaces. That's how we get to sit at other spaces. So those two ladies have been there since my parents died, which birthed the business. They have been there. And I owe everything to them because they do the work. They may yell and scream because we're New Yorkers. So that's just the way we express ourselves. But as soon as I call Ebony, my manager, and she's a manager who she gets verbally physical. She'll be like, I'll kick you down the stairs. You're going to do this work. You're going to do self-care, Janell. I'm going to punch you in your head. I'm going to kick you in your throat. But it all out of love. No, she is not a physical person, but she wants me to succeed more than anything in this world. And when you could get somebody to say that over their own life, I want you to succeed. I want you to do your best. Show up. You want to open a store, do it. Like those two ladies, that's what they say. You want to do this, do it. They know I'm impulsive. I'm not a planner. So they also like, we know you're not going to plan it out. You just going to roll it out. Because I believe when we plan and we set dates, things don't work out for us. So I just do it. I'm like Nike. Like we never know. You be like, Dag, Nike done put out a new pair of sneakers. I ain't even see them advertise it, because those was the moments where Nike said, I like them. I'm going to put them out. And that's the type of people we got to start being. Stop being so much into the glitz and glam of being perfect and rolling things out the right way. There is no right and wrong way. Just roll it out and fix it along your journey. And that's what I tell them. And now they like, she gonna put it out anyway. So you know what, Janell, we'll fix it along the way. And that is what a person on a journey to self-care need, those type of people. So those are my two ladies who I would say. And to everybody else, there was many, my godmother, my aunts, my sisters, there was many that supported. So I can't say I didn't get the support, but those two ladies did the overnights with me on FaceTime while I created Shea Butters. Those are the ladies who stayed on the phone with me 4 o'clock in the morning while I made chapstick. So I have to give it to them too.
Love that, Queen. Hey, and yet none of y'all be mad at her because it was on me. I told her she gonna only pick two. And as she went by with the blueprint, it said, and you touched on so many topics, like because I have my sister Rosetta, she goes back and she looks at my spelling because sometimes I could be typing up a storm. I just keep on typing. I have Jeremy Franklin, he does that. I have Dior, I have Beyonce, because I'm so in mode and I be doing it like a child. Don't know. I think I texted her like 1 or something, or 12 or something like that. And she was still up working the same way too. So when you want to do something, you can't stop. And I love what you touched on. You can always go back and try to fix it, but don't try to be like, oh, I want to be like this, I want to be like that. I'm gonna tell y'all something. When I first started my YouTube, I didn't have this tripod, I didn't have this iPad, I didn't even have this. I had an Android. And I started just like that. It was no background.
Oh,
People that's watching this YouTube, you know we had no background first of all. You know, wherever I was at, the videos got shot. So I just want to encourage anybody watching this video. The perfect time to start is now. It's not next week. It's not next week. Start it right now. When you put something up, don't worry about who likes it. Don't worry about who follows it. You just do it because Queen can tell you the same thing. Like we do great stuff on Instagram, but we do Instagram live. And sometimes we are the only one Instagram live. Unless we have a guest host, it just be us right there. And guess what? The show must go on. So what I do is, guess what? I'm gonna run and go do it. You can either jump in there and type or not. I do the same thing on Clubhouse. I could be in Clubhouse. I'll be the only speaker on stage. Guess what I do? I take my phone and I turn it over and I start speaking. Because see, it's not about what you say, it's what God tells you to say. See, when God tells you to say something, you say because when He tells you to say, everything gonna come out right. But let's get back into the video. But thank you so much. And I wanted to say, when you said Brooklyn and Harlem, the first thing came to mind is rest in peace, the biggest smiles I got. Well, Brooklyn, Brooklyn. That's what the first thing came to my soul.
yeah.
My bad. I like Grace.
No,
She
no,
probably
no.
think no, I'm
I
talking
can
to the
start
people.
dancing for you.
No,
No.
look, no, I'm talking to the people because I mean, I don't think I listen to his gospel music. I don't know. New York or Cameron. Yeah, we got a whole matter of fact, yeah, I figured out later on. But we got something what we call the wordplay. Now, me and you always talk on Instagram. We speak on the club, we speak on club. You know with me, I got jokes. I got jokes for days. And you know you got jokes for days too. So with the wordplay, what we do is I'm gonna say 3 words, 3 of them. And I want you to go in detail. With your 3 words, I want you to paint a picture for us. Okay?
Okay.
Okay, your first one. So somebody ain't never been here. Paint a picture of Brooklyn for us.
Is what?
Brooklyn, New York. Paint a picture.
So Brooklyn, New York. When I think of Brooklyn, New York, I think of the pink houses. I think of the areas where I first started as a social worker, going in dangerous zones and persevering and getting those people to become the best person they could be. When we say Brooklyn, I'm not from Brooklyn, but I started my career in Brooklyn and the Bronx and the 5 boroughs. So what I think of is those people who are less fortunate, but who are fortunate. And you probably like, what she mean by that? We may not have money and all those great things in like suburban areas, but what we have is love. What we have is a village. And what we had was people taking care of each other. So when you think of Brooklyn, that's what I would think of.
Okay. Your next one is gonna be Queens. What about Queens? Let us know about it.
When I think of Queens, I hate the borough because I always get lost in that borough. I think of LL Cool J. I gotta be honest. I need love. I was so in love with him back in the 80s, 90s, late 80s. LL. So when I think of Queens, I think of LL. Queens is a very hard borough to follow. So I try to avoid Queens at all costs. But Queens, I love us to death.
Okay, y'all see, she knows she's from me. I had to put the tank out when she said that. But the next one, is one of my favorite rappers, and hopefully it's one of yours too. And when you hear the name DMX, like, how do you feel about that?
Oh my goodness. I love DMX. And you know what? God is speaking through you. I'm going to tell you why. DMX wife invited me to her mixer right before he died. So see, God be talking and people just be like, DMX. I love DMX, but I got the opportunity to sit with H.E.R. When you're a social worker and when you're that you have that type of energy, as Kyle said, I'm like an energy magnet. I pull you in. People will tell you their deepest, darkest secrets. This is a woman who is very guarded, who is loved. She's amazing. And if you've never been around his ex-wife, you wouldn't be able to contest to this. She is such an amazing woman. So when I think of DMX, I think of his wife. I also got the opportunity to sit with his oldest son. Him and I shot the breeze back and forth. And he was like, and he said, I don't even know why I'm telling you all my business. I don't even know you. I said, because I'm a social worker and this is what we do. We feed off of energy. So when I think of DMX music will have you in a zone. Was a great prayer warrior. DMX prayed. He prayed in his rap music, but he got you going. And he showed us that no matter what demons, no matter what we're fighting in life, in this physical life, God got us. And I know DMX is up there preaching. I really wanted him to own his own church because they said he may become a pastor while he was in prison. And I said, I'm going to that church because real recognize real. When you are surrounded by a person who one grew up in he grew up in Yonkers, that's like maybe 15, 20 minutes from the South Bronx where I grew up at. So we're not far, we're neighbors. Yonkers was supposed to be the sixth borough, but it wasn't. Um, his energy. That's a church you want to go to because that's a pastor that been through some stuff. So when he's correlating it with the Bible, like the Bible say this, and this is what I'm experiencing, it's real. Everything that he spoke about was real. And a lot of viewers say, nah, that can't be real. If you never been to Yonkers, you wouldn't know. If you never been to Slow Bombs, you wouldn't know. You may see the pictures, because you said paint a picture. I'm going to paint a real picture. It ain't what you see on YouTube. It's not what you see on the news. It's not what you see on TV or from your friend's camera because they're painting that picture of Yonkers where it looks nice. So their background, you like, oh, Yonkers is this. You really got to go in Yonkers. My best friend, her name is Janell, as my name. We have the same name, one of my best friends. She's from Yonkers. And her visual of Yonkers is totally different. DMX visual of Yonkers is the real thing. Jadakiss visual of Yonkers is the real thing. Styles P's visual of Yonkers is the real thing. And just don't let nobody tell you other. But he's a great inspiration. And he was a prayer warrior. And I'm going to put him in a present tense because I still listen to his music. So when you listen to his music, he will get you out of those dark places because he got a song called Hell is Hot. It is hot because sometimes when we in our situations, we're in those hot places, but how God cools us down to be in those cold places, in those room temperature places, is we got to go through what we need to go through to get to where we need to get to.
Okay. My favorite song by DMX is I Miss You. You know what I'm saying? With Faith Evans. Like that song carried me through so much of my grandmother past. And I remember so much stuff. And like y'all didn't know, like that's really one of my favorite rappers. Like I don't love all New York rappers. When it comes to DMX though, he just bring you that energy and bring a Cause see, when you are a rapper, we never need to know how you gonna come. With DMX, we never didn't know how he was gonna come. If DMX would have dropped a gospel album like Kanye West, guess what? I would have picked it up.
Oh,
He would have dropped a jazz record. I would have picked it up. He would have dropped a country record because see one thing, and I love people. We're gonna get right back to the question, but I want everybody to know this. See, one thing about life is this right here that I tell people this a lot. You could be a pastor, you could be an apostle, you could be a prophet, you could be a prophetess. But one thing about it is, if you don't know how to reach the people in their community, you're not effective. You're not effective at all. You can know the Bible from front to back. If you don't know how to reach somebody in their community, you're not ever going to be effective. I don't care how many members at your church. If I made you mad right now, that must mean you need to make an impact in your community. Because with DMX, that's what he did. Yes, he had things going on, right and wrong things, but think about it. You got the same thing going on in your life. You're not holding it down. So God can accept him and bring him into the kingdom. Why can't you do the same thing in your community? But like I said, for the Queen Series, we keep everything real. So thank you, because I did not know you with his wife and everything like that, because I remember seeing her on an interview one day, and you could see the presence of God all in her. And she tells you what she went through, and she still trusts in God regardless. Before they passed away, they were still talking and speaking like best friends.
They
So,
grew up
yes.
together. They grew up together. So the love was real. That's called real love.
Facts.
That is called real love, genuine love. When she got up and said her speech at his funeral, it was so powerful and moving. And because I got the opportunity to be in her presence, I knew it was real.
I love that. Well, I got to tell you this. You won the wordplay. So, do you want to know what you have won?
Huh?
Do you want to know what you have won?
Yes. What did I win?
You have won a box of Dove soup.
Thank you. A box of Dove soap.
And I don't know where it's at though. So whenever I find it, I will send it to you. You have won
Thank
that,
you.
and you have won one free ticket to Starbucks to get you one of them little small coffees.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
See, at least you appreciate. Everybody else was like, "What? That's all we get." But yes, tell everybody. Next year we're doing something great. You never know. Next year we might have Dolce Gabbana purses. Nah, we won't. But no matter what it is, you never know what God might give us. But with that being
Absolutely.
said, yes. With that being said, thank you again for playing the wordplay with me. But now we're about to go into another part of the video. The blueprint that I gave y'all, I had one queen that was on this blueprint. This queen to me, she's like a sister. I've been knowing her for about 6, 7 years now. I might have added on some more years because she feels like a real sister to me no matter what. She always got me laughing and joking and everything like that. And her name is Dee Ross. I want you to tell me what you got from the video and explain to people why should they go watch this video.
Everyone should go watch the video. If you're, my thing is, we are visual people, right? So I got to come from the mind. When we watch things and when we write things, it becomes real. Everything becomes real because it's like a reality check. Like, I don't want to speak about, what's going on TV because that's not my self-care topic. But what I am going to say, we saw that visual. So what's imprinted in our head? That visual. So when Dee Ross is speaking, you get to see that visual, that loving visual. So you get to see she showed up as a human. She showed up ready to do the work. So that's what I would say. Those are the things that we all get out of videos and stuff. It could be one word. Like you think of Mary J. Blige, Good Morning, Gorgeous. That's the song. So what do you do when you listening to that song? You reiterate the lyrics. Good morning, gorgeous. So what you say to yourself, what you write to yourself is what we believe. So that's what I'm gonna say.
Okay. D, I told you they love you, D. They love watching your videos. So shouts out to D Ross. She's actually gonna be the ambassador for she's gonna be an ambassador for May. So yes, D Ross, they all love you. So we have more and more videos. So D Ross, keep on rocking your crown. Your head is still big. I'm not ever gonna tell you it's not, because your head is really, really big. And that's all I gotta say to you. But with that being said, it's funny because you said good morning, gorgeous. That is the theme song for the Queen series this year. Like that's the Queen song. Everything I put on the Instagram Reels, you're gonna have that song going with everything. For all y'all little previews of y'all videos, is gonna be Good Morning Gorgeous, because I feel like that song right there embodies y'all, regardless, no matter what you're going through, no matter what's going on, you need to tell yourself Good Morning Gorgeous. Amen. I'm gonna tell you something. Tell yourself Good Morning Gorgeous too. When
Yep.
you say it, Make sure you say it in your bathroom. You don't want to say it like while you at work. You probably want to say it in our play. But tell yourself that for real though, because
Say it
you
at
need
work.
to. Because
Say it at work. Say it in places that people will give you that look like, what? Because you just inspired them. When they do that, what is going on? Artist
yeah,
surprise. Artist
you.
surprise is one. Think
Mm-hmm.
about it, Kyle. You just surprised, you just shocked the whole office. So say it. Say the things that you mean. If you go into those emotions, and I don't want to start preaching, but go into those emotions. If you're feeling gorgeous, good morning, gorgeous. Good afternoon, gorgeous. Good evening, gorgeous. I am amazing. I am great. And if those people are looking at you, you impacted them because you had the courage to say it and they didn't.
I feel you, but I stay in Atlanta, Georgia. So yeah, I don't know about saying it out here, buddy.
No,
But
no, we
hey,
challenging you, Kyle, and you must take a video. That is your challenge for this week. You must
yep.
take
Well,
a video of
I
you in
guess
a
that.
setting. You got to be
Mm-hmm.
in a setting, and you
Mm-hmm.
have to say whatever day time it is, afternoon, morning, or evening. You're gonna say good morning, gorgeous. Good evening, gorgeous. And
Mm-hmm.
I want you to also, after you say it, take pictures around the room because you just impacted somebody. I guarantee you. I
I
guarantee
feel you. One thing about me, I'm not a lying man. That is not gonna happen. I'm not about to lie. I love you like a real sister. I'm not gonna lie
we're
to you.
gonna keep
So
that challenge. We're gonna keep him going with it until his heart, until God say, go out there and do it. Because I know God is gonna tell him. And you listen to God.
mhm. God had told me a lot of stuff, but he didn't tell me that one. But you know what? We're gonna get right back into the video. That video is not coming, but you have a lot of queens come. You have 32 amazing queens, and this is gonna be their theme song for the whole entire Instagram, the whole entire YouTube, on Instagram, everything. So whenever you think about this right here, whenever you see them wear their shirts everywhere and everything else, the shirts getting ready to come out too, just put in your mind, good morning, gorgeous. So Mary J. Blige, thank you so much for the song. And you know she named the whole album Good Morning Gorgeous. She did.
Yes.
So Queen, my next question is, what would you love Queen to take away from watching your video?
What I would love for people to take away from this video, and even if you take away one of these tools, I want you to open your toolbox really quick. Everybody open a self-care toolbox. That's what it's called, the self-care toolbox. Open that box. No matter what it is that you're struggling with, you got this. No matter what you've been through, go through it, because at the end, there's a green light that's going to tell you to continue to go. In life, there are so many challenges. There is the fear of failure. What I want you to do is face your fear head on and know that you got this. No matter what it is, you got this. So if you're listening and you are enjoying this, please know that, and know and trust that life is a challenge. God is not, I guarantee you, give you more than what you can handle. God is not going to let you sit and keep asking him for things. Put that in your toolbox. He doesn't want you to sit and ask. He wants you to do the work and watch him hand you down all the things that you ask for. So don't question him when he doesn't give you what you asked for. Question yourself. What didn't I do to get what I asked for? So that's what I would say.
Okay. Okay, I love that. Love that so much. So with you saying that, last year we had something we called the motivational talk. When I started the Queen series this year, God always hit me in certain type of ways. And instead of motivational talk, it's called the Queen's Prayer. So the Queen's Prayer is just you just giving a prayer to the queens out there. So right now I want you to do a Queen's Prayer. Go ahead, Queen. You got the mic.
God, I ask that you keep encouraging queens. God, I ask that you cover us. God, I ask that you continue to put us what we need to go through, because that's the only way that you showed us how to show up for ourselves. God, continue to have us walk this path. Continue us on this journey to self-care. Self-care is not a want. Self-care needs to be mandatory. Self-care needs to be a non-negotiable. God, I know you're already doing the work with me and all the other queens who Kyle has impacted. I know you are doing the work. That's why you told us to tell him, yes, we will do it. We will be on his series. That's why we were all hand selected by your hands into Kyle's hands. In Jesus' name, I thank you, God. I wholeheartedly thank you for all that you have done for myself, for the world, for all the queens, and for Kyle, because you have given him a task that he probably said to myself, what, God? You want me to get all of those queens on? Yes, I know you could do it, Kyle. That's why I gave you the task and I didn't give it to anyone else, because you started the task and you have shown me through the multiple series that you have completed the task. So that's God talking to me through you, Kyle. So I hope that you heard what I said. In Jesus' name I pray. Amen.
Amen. Amen. Y'all see this? Once again, queens are very, very strong. And that's why I'm glad. I'm so happy that God gave me the vision for the Queen's Prayer. We could have called it anything else, but a queen praying for other queens and kings out there too. That prayer is made for the queen, but also for you too. I always encourage you and move you forward every single day. So, Queen, what I want to do right now is I want you to give everybody a motivational message for 2022. You got the mic.
Wow. Your 2022 motivation is stay motivated. Stay motivated. No matter what. Say, JS Self Care says, stay motivated. I'm going to get up and move. Whatever. If you can't move and you only can move your arms, move them. If you only can move your eyelids, move them, because your motivation gets you to where you want to be. My motivation cannot get you to where you want to be. You have to be motivated. And as I always say, when you know better, you're going to do better. But what are you going to do in this moment? What is that motivation going to be in this moment? No matter what, we only have 24 hours in a day. What does your 24 hours look like? Listen to the Jadakiss songs. If you had 24 hours to live, how does that look for you? If it's Netflix and chill, do it. If it's getting on live on Instagram, do it. If it's creating a YouTube channel, do it. If it's getting up to go brush your teeth, do it. But get motivated.
You ain't hear me, but to get up and brush your teeth, you better, you should, all the time. Like everything else is important. But you know,
With
we want
people
masks and
suffering,
everything.
yeah, but people suffering from depression, those little tasks are very hard. So
Yeah, but
I
we
always,
gotta get up and do that because you know we wear these
yes,
masks and it's
yes.
just to let people know we
So
wear these
that's my
masks and you
motive.
know it's right
Get
there.
motivated, no matter what it is you want to do. Get motivated to do it, because Colin
Yes.
and I, we're only tools. We cannot do the work for you because we're not traveling from state to state to get you out the bed. We're messengers. We're giving you the message. We cannot be 8 million places at one time. We could give the message, but remember I said we cannot beat it. We can't, Kyle. Am I right or wrong? We only can
You're totally right.
motivate you. We only
No,
can
you're
motivate
totally
you.
right.
We
I
can't
tell
give
people that all the time. They tell me about the gym. They see me in the gym doing everything else. And I'll be like, you can do the same. Well, I can't do it because I can't do that many push-ups. I can't bench. I can't do 45. You start small. You don't got to start. Nobody's telling you to go put 45 on a weight bench and just start doing 10 to 10 and walk. Because with me, I do an hour and 15 minutes. So I do a full body workout. So I'm not telling you to go ahead and do a full body workout. I'm telling you to just start. If you just walking up and down your stairs every single day, guess what? Walk up and down your stairs and start around walking around your house. And after that, start walking down your stairs. By the time you do all this right, eventually guess what you're gonna do? That trail man ain't gonna be nothing. Your steppers ain't gonna be nothing because you already putting it in your mind and you are doing what you have to do. Now, let me stop preaching these people right now. But Queen,
yes.
I got
That's
something
God.
that
That's God. That's God. When you go
yes,
off on a tangent and you're saying something, that's because someone in particular is watching this video, and guess what? They needed to hear that. So always remember, you're never going off the topic, is that you are speaking to someone who needs to hear this. And guess what? I just spoke to someone who needs to hear this. So that's how it works.
Oh yeah, I'm not. It's not a tangent. It's just I just know sometimes when God send me to say something, and soon he tell me to say it, it always hits in my head like, Jacko, okay, stop. You know what I'm saying? Like, thank you, because I wanted you to say stop. You got it. So Queen, we have something on there what we do where it's like the ending video and everything like that. Before we get ready to say it though, everybody once again go down there to the bottom to the description. Remember this: with the Queen series video, it's not telling you the whole testimony. The bio is not going to tell you the whole testimony. There's only a snippet of something that they've been through, something they're willing to share with us. So go out there and reach out to them. All they hyperlinks at the bottom. Reach out to them on Instagram. Reach out to them on Facebook, on Clubhouse. Whatever she has in her links, reach out to her. And I know one thing about her, you will be blessed. She ain't gonna shun you away. I'm gonna tell you this. She's not gonna play with you. Because one thing about time, you don't get time back. So you just remember that. But Queen, that's something we're doing here. I'm gonna say something I want you to repeat right after me. Okay, cool?
Okay. Yep.
Okay. I want you to use your, once you get your New York vibes up with this one. Okay. So live strong,
Live strong.
live like a queen,
Live like a queen.
live with glory and a smile.
Live with glory and a smile.
My name is Kyle Jacko. This has been the Queen Series Chapter 4. 32 amazing queens on there doing everything they got to do. Make sure you go on Instagram. We got some going on right now. We're supporting a foundation called Girl Scouts of Atlanta. It's not going straight to me, it's going straight to them. So check out the website, do everything like that. Remember, it's on my Instagram, motivation underscore forever. And all the queens right now, we're supporting that foundation. Think about this right here. You never know your niche, one of your cousins. Somebody might want to be a Girl Scout. So man, go over there and do what you gotta do and support them. And make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and share all these Queen Series videos to your friends and family. And with that being said, keep a smile on your face. Be blessed. Let's go.